What up, what up, what up, you guys? It's Blackwing 2040, and welcome back to another Super Sentai review. This video is going to be on the anniversary movies of Nimpu Sentai Hurricanger. That's right. Hurricanger was the first Sentai show to get a 10 years after special and a 20 years after special. So Hurricanger was setting a lot of trends within the Sentai franchise, which is very amazing. So let's talk about the 10th anniversary movie first. Usually, how these projects work, I found researching that the only way these projects happen is if the entire cast wants to do it. This is not like Toei saying like, let's get this project. No, the cast wants to do it. If the cast wants to do it, they bring up the Toei, then Toei says, okay, let's make it happen. So this movie is actually very, very cool. I actually kind of prefer this one over the 20th anniversary movie. But it felt so good to see the cast members come back for a 10th anniversary reunion. We got the main five Hurricangers. We got Oboro and her father to come back on screen. And we also got the return of Wendine and Furabijo. That's in terms of villains. That's what we get. Now, the plot of this movie, we have Yosuke going rogue, doing dirty work for a Jakanja, but he's actually doing this because he's being blackmailed. So after the show ends, Yosuke went on a little journey on by himself. He was able to get a young companion, and during that journey, the young companion, his name is Tenkai. Tenkai got kidnapped by Jakanja, and this Jakanja is basically blackmailing Yosuke to do dirty deeds for him. And so this caught wind of his teammates, Kota and Nanami. So because of that, he basically took their ninja disc from their morphers, and these discs were able to form a certain ceremony. But thankfully, his teammates stopped and even put Yosuke on trial, and the Go Riders had to be there to witness his trial as well. So many things are happening. It's just like Yosuke's doing this because he felt like doing his ninja work during the show was a lie. But in all actuality, it was his teammates to kind of reassure him and remind him, look, the stuff that we did 10 years ago wasn't for nothing. We saved the planet. When we became ninjas, this is what we signed up for. So I kind of like that whole heart to heart conversation and, that whole bonding experience that they had between the Hurricangers and the Go Riders. And so they rescue Tenkai, and Tenkai transforms into Shurikenger, and that's how you get the six Rangers together. Tenkai, I don't want to say he's a waste, but he's just plot material. That's basically all he is. And I don't have nothing much else to say to him about that. He's just used for the plot armor, if you will. But all in all, as a movie, I love it. I think this movie is pretty raw, if I'd say. Now, let's talk about the 20th anniversary movie. I was very surprised when this movie got announced. I was like, a 20th anniversary project for Hurricane. And this just constantly reminds me that Hurricanger is one of Sentai's most popular seasons. So I thought this would be cool. This is a 20th anniversary project with the Hurricangers. Awesome, great. And then when I watched the movie, I was disappointed. I was very disappointed. Here's why. This movie is not even about the Hurricangers at all. This movie is about their ancestors. And the Hurricangers do appear in this movie through time traveling means, and they show up, they interact with their ancestors, they demorph and everything and reveal themselves to their descendants. But that's it. They teleport back to the present, and Oboro's in the movie. She says, don't demorph so soon because your body will not get used to the present timeline. So the Hurricangers, the present day Hurricangers, were on the movie but morphed in suit for the entire time. Just the main five. And this movie is about a rivalry about the three Hurricanger descendants and the two Go Rider descendants. And they have a rivalry between each other, as I guess as they would. And an evil Jakanja from deep in the past comes to wreak havoc in this timeline. and she's coming for a specific jewel and also trying to kidnap a princess. So that's basically it. However, I will say, and this might be the only factor of the movie that I enjoyed. Of course, these movies are made to sell toys. So Yosuke's ancestor gets a specific form called Obero Hurricane Red with a specific suit and a form and everything. And I'm like, this form is actually pretty good. And I like it. So it's like the Hurricangers get their fair share of action, but again, it's a movie about the Hurricanes, but it's not. It's the main focus is their ancestors. So I was disappointed to find out that this movie wasn't even about the Hurricangers at all. It's not even about them. But the interesting factor is we had all the cast members show back up for this. Obero shows up. The actor who plays Obero's father showed up for this as well, but he's not playing the present day sensei. He's playing a sensei of the past. And we also get Hurricanger's voice actor for an on-screen performance, and this was his final role before he passed away. So bittersweet on some parts, but it has some decent moments as well. But all in all, I would say I prefer the 10th anniversary special over the 20th anniversary special. And that's really all I have to say. These anniversary movies are usually very hit or miss, and it really depends on who you ask. But those are my opinions on the anniversary specials for Hurricanger. Let me know what did you think about these movies in the comment section below. And tell me which movie did you like more, the 10th or the 20th. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to be notified. And as always, I am Vengeance, I'm Darkness, I am Blackwood. Stay golden.